Well, welcome to the second part of the Newbie story. Last week you will have seen me showing a little bit of Newbie 11, 13, 15 and 17. Well, this week we have got 19. Yes, that's right. This map is prepared as far as Roy can tell, so it's ready to go into 19. There will be a little bit of tidying up and work to do once 19 launches. But this is Newbie for 19. Now, I've already shown an early example. I put that out I think, on a very Saturday special or some for the weekend special. Well, this is the latest, and he hoped the final edition, except for possibly some bits of tidying up to do once 19 launches. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look round. Right, what I've done is I haven't added any vehicles. I've got my normal tools for driving around in, but this is what you get in the garage. We're going for everything. At the moment, it's the Hurleyman, the Zetor 120, which is the front loader tractor, front loader forks or arms, a bucket, bale spike, your combine to the Sampo with a header, just ordinary grain header, Farm Tech trailer, Cleveland cultivator, Stafford plough, or Salford plough, sorry, not Stafford, Salford plough, I must have learned to read, Cleveland seeder, Lizard fertiliser, a weight, a front mower, a tedder, a rake, bale trailer, the standard roll belt baler, water tanker, and a Sidle King feed mixer. That's what you get for a start off. Now, this is made to work on hard. It's been designed to work on hard, and for that, we just show you what you get. You've got 3 fields, 8, 9 and 10, plus 2 medals, 4 and 15. I think these are set of proper medals. I'm not certain. I can't be 100% certain. I haven't tested it. I have had this map for a couple of weeks now. Roy was good enough to let me have it, and thanks, Roy. But I haven't got round to playing with it. Yeah, it looks like they're set of standard fields. So they all need fertilising and what have you to get the best out of them. But that's your 2 grass fields. Now you may just notice, if we go back to crops, everything is grass. There isn't a cultivated field in the place. Now, I think I was speaking to Roy quite a while ago, and I was saying how much what I was doing. I was playing on up in Mountain Valley Farm, which had a similar idea, but they had trees all over. You had to cut your fields back, which is an idea originally by Woodsman, taken on by Johnny V on his hard working map. Oh, I meant to go for a bit more on here. Anyway, so you have to start by using the plough almost at once. Now you've got just standard crops, by the way. No extra crops, no need. You don't really want them. You've got all your standards in here. And you got your standard cell products. This is not a production map. But I'm not, well, I say I'm not a great lover of production maps. One of the problems I find with production maps is they're too easy to make money on. You pick out what, unless it's been really worked hard by the map maker to quieten things down, you can make money very easily. Right, your loan, you got 100,000 loan, and you got 15,000 cash in hand. So it means you can't actually do too much from the start. Now this is built, you see. Yeah, you've got cows, you're given 50 cows. Idea Roy started with on 17, and he's taken on through 19. So you've got some cows to start off with. And I have got all the extras on here, so we won't go through everything I got, but let's have a little look. Go find a tractor and have a little drive round. Your cows are here. Things have moved very slightly, as is in all from 13 on Newbie Farms. Your farmhouse is up here, overlooking the lot. This is typical Newbie Farm. So from your house you can see quite a bit of the farm itself. But let's have a little drive round and just show off everything's off. Chickens are incorporated. As there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to put things like the. And it looks like you've got a silage BGA type thingy in here. I haven't actually played with that, so we'll have a look and see what it is. So you can actually make BGA. This looks like, yes, it is. It's a bunker, silage bunker. So it makes sense that is actually for the BGA. I don't know whether there's anywhere that the digitate. Yes, over here. Let's just see if it shows anything. Digitate, yeah, digitate. This is from that. Now, I say I had this for a few weeks. I hadn't really played with it, and I'd like to thank Roy for letting me have a copy. It's at the moment it's been played with by members of the A Monkey Show, which I am actually a member of, but afraid I don't get online much. I'm not a great lover of multiplayer anymore. As I get older, I need to do things my way. You can't do that on multiplayer. I'm just getting sort of set in my ways. Anyway, we'll pick this up. As you can see, it's made 4 seasons. Let's just check that out first. No, wrong one. That's better. Seasons. It's made for seasons from scratch. Now, I'm guessing that seasons will be a part of 19, especially as they're taking on one of the main scripters behind seasons on their staff at Giants. At the moment, there's no geo in here. I think this is all bog standard at the moment, but you can see it's everything there. Sugarcane is shown as it always does, but you can't grow on this map. And this is set for 9-day season, which is standard. You got your standard stuff here. And all your settings, if you want to change this, or I want to change it to Celsius. I don't understand Fahrenheit, I'm afraid. Yeah, we leave everything else. Alright, let's have a little drive around. I'm driving this on keyboard, by the way, just so you know. That's why I'm not driving that smoothly. It's just easier when I'm doing something like this to actually play it on keyboard, I find. Fuel is on the map. If I was playing this, as you know, I'd probably take the fuel off and I'd take the seed and fertilizer off the farm. I'd have to go and do it. This is your sheep area, just here. And this has also got, I've got gearbox, and this is also set to more realistic. I know he spent a lot of time easing some of the slopes down so more realistic was possible. Now up here is your area for putting in, just come out of the tractor, your placeables. You've got a built-in placeable area. On the 19th version, the early 19th version I'm playing, I have put a bale store up here, you know, one of LS Modern Company's bale stores. I'll put a tar solid silo in here because I don't like bunkers on 17. And I'll put a feed mixer up here. GTX Andy's feed mixer. Because GTX Andy now works with LS Modern Company. I think it's a match made in heaven. That one of the best, if not the best, scripters about in GTX Andy, together with Farmer Andy, who I think is also part of LS Modern Company, and the guys at Relimus. And so we've got 2 excellent modern companies at the moment. Oh, scripting companies, But this is made for that. This used to be the old pig area, I believe. But this makes more sense having this lot up here. And all your bales there, so you could, and a feed mixer, so you can actually feed your cattle for just over a season. So you've got about 1 season to get everything ready. We'll have a little drive round. I'm not going to have a full drive round. I have done it. I will probably drive, I think, to the freight yard, then we'll just jump between places. The sheep are here, nice little sheep area. Now, Roy is one of these people who listen. Now, I've done the 24-hour season on Newbie 17, you may recall. But then again, you may not. You might have missed it. I can't say I blame you. Just have a look at what is typical Newbie Farm from, I think it was 13 on. This sign has been on Newbie Farm. It's got scruffier as the years have gone by. Used to be nice and bright on 13. It's got scruffy and scruffy as the years gone by, but it's a Newbie Farm sign. Fields here, both sides of the road here are yours. As you can see, they're grass. You're going to have to plough it all in first. Plenty of work to do. So if you're someone who likes ploughing, this is ready for you. You've got to plough every field. 16 is a giant field. There's a good selection of big and small fields on here. And I believe now the hedges are all collidable. Let's just see. Yes, hedges are collidable. Let's just back off that. I didn't actually crash that hedge. I deliberately drove into it just to prove it was collidable. And if you believe that, you believe anything. Now, some people might wonder why I don't feature much. The maps by Bullet Bill, Oxygen Dave and Stevie. Well, I love all their maps, but everybody does their maps. So I made a conscious decision around a year ago to do the less well-known map makers. Oh, they're well-known to us at PCSG because all of these are members, and we handle their maps and their mods. But, you know, sort of like Johnny V, Old Boar, Cavalier Roy, and no, because Darren Castle with his excellent map. And they're the ones I'm using. Because I think the less well-known models should also get a chance to be in the limelight. Okay, this is only a small channel, very few subscribers, but every subscriber is special. Well, we do two things here. We will go over to the island, because I think I went over to the island on some of the earlier ones last week. We do that and then go up to the freight yard, then I'll skip round each sale point so you can see them all. Now, one of the things he's done is he's widened this bridge very slightly. It was a little bit of a pain getting big stuff through. Still not going to be simple, but this bridge has been on quite a few of the newbies, and the fact that the main town is on an island. Now, as I said before, this is made to be played on hard. It's possible to play it on easy and normal, but hard is what it's made for. It's not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be a quick fix. This is meant to test your farming ability, and test it does. I don't think anything is as bad as 15. So memory serves right. You started with nothing, not even a field, and very little cash. This is where one of the egg sale points are. You can buy your fertilizer and seed all here. So we'll just come out here anyway. We go around and have a look at the freight yard. Then I'm going to jump through all the other bits. Now I forget what I was actually going to say next. Not that it really matters. So let's just enjoy. I'll come out of cab. I know some people prefer being out of cab. Now the town is typical town. It's grown up over the years. On 13, the first time the town actually shoe, it wasn't very big. Now it's huge. It also has put a lot of trees on here. Now I left the frame counter up, and remember I'm recording this using two separate programs. One, no, where we got? Oh, we've gone the wrong way. Hold on, we're going the wrong way, boys. Yeah, I'm recording this using two separate OBS for the game sound and game picture, and I'm using Audacity for the voice sound. I like to just play with the voice sound afterwards a bit, just to clean it up a bit, so you can hear my dulcet tones. Ain't you glad I look after you like that? I know you can clean up an OBS, but I just prefer, it's something I've always done from OBS Classic, which had problems when you were trying to do that. You couldn't balance the sounds very well. Studio, which I'm using now, is a lot better, but I just got in the habit of using the two. As you can see, the town is now goes outside of the island a bit. You've still got these dirt tracks up left, right and centre where it's very easy to get lost. Just ask Roy, he made the map, he gets lost. So what hope have I got? Say lots of fields. Let's have a look at a typical process field. This is 34, fairly large, and we've got gates on everything. Hopefully they swing inwards. Yes. 2.95. Quite a cheap price. I'm playing this on hard, by the way. I'm running this on hard. It's 119,000. Okay, we couldn't afford it yet, but and no missions, by the way. I don't know if missions come in once you got rid of the grass, but certainly from the start there is no missions at all. So that price is what you're going to have to pay, like it or not. Yeah, we've got it. Which also makes it a bit more difficult. Right, we just close the gate. I'll better drop a couple of gears because we're going slightly uphill. As you see, I've got gearbox mod on here as well, just to show what it runs with. This is run with a lot of mods on at the moment. So it's running with seasons, it's running with more realistic, it's running with gearbox. I don't think I could throw too much more of this. And this PC I'm running on, it's only really now what they call a medium spec PC. It's AMD, is it 8350 or 8530? I can't remember why around those numbers go. The 8-core, the older 8-core chip, unclocked. Oh no, but go up here to the freight yard. Now this used to be a dirt track, and it was a beggar to getting up on 17 and the early 19. It's still not easy, but it's 10 in fourth just. Put something on behind it and it will have trouble, but remember this is only a low horsepower tractor. You don't start with the big stuff, you have to work for them. No holding your hand. You can cheat and play it with giving yourself as much money as you want, use the money cheat. But why? I do it mainly so I can show things off and do certain things on the farm. But if you're playing, I much prefer this, but because it's your game, it's up to you to play it however you wish. Right, this is a tip point. I will stop it here, come out, this is a freight yard, fairly standard freight yard. Actually it looks more 15. The train, non-mobile. But let's have a look around some of the other places. That's the freight yard. Let's find the... Oh, no traffic on the map, by the way. Never traffic. I think only the very earliest newbies had traffic on. It seemed a waste. I think I'm for a waste of time, but I don't know. We're here at the moment, so we go down to the spinnery, and we just got to jump between them. This is a bit more a problem to get to. Your wall goes on here. As you can see, we've still got the easy to get lost bits. And the place has got a nice run-down look to it. The entrance off the wall, it's got broken bricks, the doors have seen better days. Even the equipment here is rusting away. And you've got fields there, 29. Let's just give you the outline of where we are. We're close to the coast. How are we doing on time? I think we won't bother to go. I was thinking it might take you down to the coast, but I don't think we'll bother. We'll go over to the bakery next. And these are just, as I say, just standard sell points and not production. This is not a production map. This is your sell point to the bakery. And I believe, if I remember correctly, around here somewhere they also take eggs. It's a fairly standard Snofskinot bakery. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I like the building of Snofskinot. In Sinofka, sorry, it's not Snofskinot, that's Johnny's map. In Sinofka, I just didn't like the size of the fields much, which is why I like Johnny's stuff. And yeah, another egg sell point, which is correct. They'd need those in the bakery. Alright, let's quick look at the bakery. There we come down to the brewery, which is on the coast. So we might have a look at the sea. Brewery is nice again, just a standard sell point. Don't expect super detailed production, you won't get it. The river or the sea looks nice. No idea where this is set, which I think is one of the reasons there's no traffic on it. He hasn't got to say where it's actually set. And this is the Lost Horseshoe Inn. So if you lost the horseshoe, this is where to come. Then you can sit outside and have a pint. Oh well, let's have a look at it. Let's have a quick look at the lighthouse. And there is a track through to it. Oh, I better slow myself down. I'm going to fall in the water. No way in there, but yeah, your lighthouse, right. Where are we next? Oh, we'll go down to the port next. The port I particularly like, mainly because on I think the 19 version I was playing, it's the only place I could sell to, because I wait and sell during the winter, and this is the only place with proper roads, which have been snow masked and were clear. But there's your tip point. Around here is a barn you can use to store stuff, if you want to store stuff down here. Nice big ship in port, and all the gubbins to go with the big port. The derricks, the name of the ship, and the cranes on the quayside, by the way. And you've got round here, you've got more storage, but not these. I don't think these open. No, they don't. But here you could store more stuff here if you wished. It's a little bit of pig to get into. And around here you've got the lorries which are picking stuff up. Another storage place over there. You've got TNT and Express Rental. Looking a bit tatty. Around here is the edge of the map. You can't go any further than that. But there's no need to anyway. You don't want to go further than that. But port I particularly like. I had a soft spot for this port since 15. I didn't play Newbie on 13. I wish I had. One thing to be certain about Roy and all the other ones which we back at PCSG, if there's something wrong with the map, they're more than happy to fix it. Oh, and just as interesting, I've been playing with the grazing mod. We just go on to the next place. We've done the port. We've come up here to the mill. Been playing some grazing mod. Darren, bless him, put it onto Sonovska, not extreme for me. Yes, Johnny's map, and I've been playing with that. The grazing mod is from Relimus, and it does something which Giants should have done years ago. The grass in the meadows where the cattle and sheep are now going to, a certain amount is taken regularly, or depending on how many cattle, sheep you've got, and put into the feed trough, and it's removed from the yard. So you actually got now the indication of eating the stuff. Well, say, I've been playing with that, and then Johnny come back, and it's going to be another version of Sonovka, not Extreme. Oh, Sonovka, not Extreme, sorry. And not X Extreme. In which he's going to add that, and something else he said he's got, and I don't know what he wouldn't say. I'm guessing, and I'm hoping I'm right, but I'm not going to say, just in case I'm completely wrong. Oh, bale cell point up here. And I actually prefer there's a bale cell point away from the farm. You wouldn't actually have a bale cell point on your farm. So you bring it over to the mill. Alright, we looked at the mill, lumberyard. Something I very rarely visit, as you all know. I don't like. I do not like forestry. Standard lumberyard, and by flat enough you could actually use this to put a placeable or two in smaller ones, of course. But and you've got your train out, and you actually got your train, which I must do this. Not close enough, I suppose. There we go. Just send it away. There it goes. That's a little boy in me. And up here, we're getting the right place. Should take you up, shouldn't it? No, it's E for enter here. Which takes you into the crane here. Oh well, before the train comes back, they realise they've been sent on a fool's errand. We'll go and have a quick look at the... This is the animal buy and sell point over here. There we are. Quite standard again, but I know I keep saying things are standard, but it doesn't matter. The beauty of this map is it's straightforward to learn how to do things and to know what they are. It gets more difficult when you've got to find the things, when you've got to drive out for them. Let's just put the little mini map up. As you can see, it's not exactly on the main road here. It's not as bad as it used to be. It looks like it's metalled roads around here. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's metalled roads now. It used to be just dirt tracks to this. Horrible to try and find things. Pig. There we go. The pig facility, now out of the way. In fact, and one thing I noticed is straw in all the pig pens. It's nice. And one thing I haven't tried, if I can remember the code for it, I think it's SS. Oh, no. Oh, I think I might have this wrong. It's a little while since I used it. Oh no, I have got it wrong. Let's just try this anyway. It should give it time. If I've got the command right. Give it another one, then just fast forward a bit. There we are. We have snow. Look at this. I just want to check some. Yeah, well, the straw shows above the snow. That's nice. Just to prove it's a full map, and let's have a look at how the roads are nicely salted. Now I consider on this they've not been ploughed, they've been salted, which is because if you think about it, we've been ploughing, there'd be snow built up other sides. Right, let's go to what's almost the last place to look at, the garden centre. And still snowy. I think we better just, if I remember right, it's SS. If I could spell, it'd help. I think that's the correct one. Well, it's recognised. It might take a second or two for it to work through. But this is the garden centre. Sales point up here. Tip point. And let's just see what the garden centre takes, shall we? Garden centre. Oh yeah, it takes basically what you expect, almost everything except for grind. Looks like I might have got it wrong with the remove snow command. I think with that we'll find that tractor if I can. Alright, let's take this for a drive home. I'm going to go into cab and we just drive back home and also just run through what I think of this map. I think this map is wonderful. I think it's well sorted, and don't run away with the idea this is a port over from 17, which was a port of 15, port over 13. They're not. Although he calls them ports when it's right about, they're actually rebuilt from scratch to a template. He knows what he wants, and that's what he does. He builds what he wants. He's a very talented map maker, is Cavalier Roy. But if anybody followed last year, I think it was, by Polar Profits Olympics, Farming Olympics, he devised a map for that. BP told him what he wanted and Roy made it. So I think we will just driving back, and I think we've gone the right way. Oh yeah, we've still got tyre marks there, so it must be the way we came up. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, well, how about subscribing? You know, I feel lonely here on my own. I won't do anything nasty. I'm not going to send Stu around if you don't subscribe. Well, he's too damn busy at the moment. Every time I look, he seems to be making a very long video. I think he specialises in extreme length videos. You know, 2 or 3 hours of trucking, farming, venturing. Anyway, with that, so just add to your list. I am going to be doing a series on this for 19 lands, and this is final for 19. I'm going to play. I'm not going to play it with the story. I'm going to play it to Roy's, the way Roy wants it, or it's made it to be played. I'm going to play it with the equipment given, no cheats. I'm going to make it as difficult as possible for myself. I'm going to try not to use any help. Yes, I must be mad. I already decided that this is one of the maps I'm going to be playing on. A simple, straightforward map where I can get lost quite easily. And we're just going to take this back to the farm and we'll close off there. So just get around this next corner. This next corner is a bit tricky. At least there's one thing we got which we didn't have originally. The roads were easier to travel. A lot easier. I'm just wondering if something comes out. Yeah, there's a little thought for you. Who reckons that seasons could well be built into the game from 19? It's just a thought. And not realists who must have some clue what's going on as one of their main members has joined Giants. Concentrate on making other things. They've got soil compaction they're working on at the moment, as well as the grazing mod. So it looks like they're going to their name realism. Realistic farming. Now this could still be difficult with a load to get this down here. Only but 1 or 2 levels of snow in. Actually, I should better tell how many levels of snow, but then we got tyre tracks. Not really, so we must only have 1 level of snow actually taken. Right. Oh, but just knock this back to second. Oh yes. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, bouquets or brickbats? Feel free to post them in the comment section. I do read every one, and I get most upset if you're too nasty about me. Like, why? No, say what you feel, but if you've got a criticism, make it constructive and not just you stink, you're awful, you ain't got a clue what you're doing. Well, that's probably constructive, you ain't got a clue what you're doing. Anyway, with that, as we say, a fond farewell to Newbie Farm. It's Merman saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.